So should I repeat that?
No, I
Yes.
just keep going,
Okay.
keep going. Yeah.
So this is Thursday, October 21st, 2021. And so there's something about that of like the past is done. And if it's in the present, it's because we're speaking it into the present, we're thinking it into the present, we're like tapping into some neural pathway that's been there for a long time, that's past based. If we're triggered, we're triggered about something that already happened. So I don't know. I just, and it may not be anything, but I just felt like maybe there's something to do with that of what did we do right? Or what is human being doing right? Or what is the planet doing right? I have goosebumps saying that, right? Like let's, rather than removing, because we've done so much of that right now, maybe the best way to reinforce is to put our energy and attention on what is happening right in the world right now.
Yep, and that's beautiful. And I know for me, the main guidance I get is to every day claim the highest resonant timeline. So that is just, it's like a drum beat for me. And there can be chaos going on. I honestly have no idea what's going on in the world, because I'm in my own private little world doing this work every single day. And everywhere I go, everything looks totally fine. So I believe you that there's chaos out there, right?
Right.
But I'm using my highest resonance timeline, and I'm deleting all other lower timelines. So even if we have a thought that's creating this or that, that's not on that highest resonant timeline, we can delete that. So it's kind of saying the same thing, like stay on the path of I'm doing things right. So anything in the past, anything that's not in alignment, we have the power to delete that and get right back into centered. You know, your core, we talk about this a lot, sovereign power. And so I just, every day I ask, okay, how can I be of the highest service with the highest capability, the highest productivity, you know, guide me along my way. And so you guys know, I coordinate with a lot of interdimensional beings. And so I have some 3D people that I work with as well, and they can impact my computer. And it's so funny. So when John's here, he gives me a little thumbs up or something. And I just got you're about to raise your hand. So that means they are cued in and they are ready to work. And so I like to just lay down with my crystals and hear what you guys have incoming in terms of direction, what needs to get done. I'm a very objective driven mission gal. I'm open to whatever, but don't mind me. I'm just going to lay back and hear what you guys have to say. Valerie often gets some very direct feedback. But this is a chance for us to ground, center, call in your higher spirit, your higher self, your guides. If somebody loves doing that and would like to lead us, I love hearing how different people kind of ground to get centered. Is there somebody that would like to volunteer to do that tonight?
I mean, I would do it, and
You ready?
I want to read this card first that I just pulled. And then either Janice, am I saying it right? Janice?
Yes.
Janice or Sylvia, I would love for you guys to lead us in if either of you are comfortable with that.
I always seem to pick on the new people. So Janice,
Right.
if you're comfortable, it's okay.
Because
I would rather just listen, if that's okay.
that's fine. So I'm
Like,
gonna
I
read.
don't do that too. Hey, new person, you don't know these 9 people, but can you be vulnerable right now?
Honestly, I'd lead a grounding if it was
Beautiful.
on the table.
All right, new girl.
Sure. So I'm gonna read the card first, if you don't mind, and then I'll hand over the mic to you. Is that okay, Sherry? Awesome. So this is from my newest deck. It was a birthday gift. Work Your Light. The message of this whole deck is you are the oracle. The card that I pulled is Priestess, which has been a message for me, but we're all priests and priestesses. Oh, here's Jennifer. Awesome. And the key message of this card is, how are you being called? It says to step up and lead. Hi, Jennifer. The Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't have to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Beautiful. You don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. And stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward too. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. My tribe is on this page here. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Heck, they might even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up. Embrace your struggles, the peaks, the troughs. You don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. How are you being called to step up and lead? How can you be the leader you wish you had? So go ahead, Sherry, when you're ready. And then I will, and you're muted, by the way, Sherry. And then I'll hop in at the end and invite in our teams and all of that, and we'll get to work.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jules. And I'm sitting with this phrase, how can you step into being the leader that you needed? I find that we're always sharing what it is our younger self needed to hear. There's something about the finding of the medicine. And when we find that medicine, I believe that we're just drawn, called to share it, just in case it's the cure. So I want to just double click on what Jules's card said, because that's how that landed for me. So thank you for giving me some space to express my impact of hearing that and how I felt it directly related to my lived experience so far. Want to bring us into ourselves right now, whatever that looks like for you. For me, I've got some funky music in the background and I'm not apologizing for it. It's very unusual for a grounding. There's the sounds of a chef in the kitchen. Be aware of what sounds are in your space. What's taking up space in your consciousness? See how many things you can name or label that you can hear, smell, taste, feel. Is there a surface that you're sitting on that has a certain texture against the fabric or your skin? See what you can notice in that experience, that tactile experience. Any remnant smells of life in the place that you call home. See if you can root yourself in this moment, being exactly where you are. I'd love to take some deep breaths. Feel free to have an audible exhale if that feels good for you. Do your shoulders drop when you exhale? Notice what's happening in your body as your chest rises, as you hold that air, and as you release it. Is there any part of your body that relaxes? Are you aware? Can you follow that energy source of air entering your nostrils, down your throat, into your chest? Can you travel your air all the way through your body and out your feet? 2 more breaths together. Feel free to shake it out, whatever feels good. If that's get up out of your seat, if that's just be in your body in the space, letting that energy out with that last exhale. Yeah. And when you're ready to bring your attention back into the room, into the space, into this connection time with your tribe on the screen. If your eyes were closed, feel free to open them. If your camera was off, feel free to turn your camera back on and engage. And I'll pass the ball back to Jules.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was lovely. Welcome, Vicki. So we've done,
Yay.
I'm gonna mute you now though, Sherry. That's okay. So what I'm present to in that is like the funk in the background. And I love that you said that, Sherry, like, I'm not gonna apologize for it, include it. So how often the noise, the external noise, the noise in our head, we allow it to pull us out. Even when we're meditating, we allow it to pull us out of being present, of being in the moment, of being in alignment. But what if we could include the all of it? What if we could have access to all of it? We are the I Am collective by declaration. So in that sense, I want to invite in now any angels, archangels, ascended masters, star team, star family that are working with us, that are here with us, that are part of our tribe, part of our team, part of our energy, part of this collaborative. We invite you to come be with us now. So I'm seeing us all now in the grid, gathering in the grid. So we are now energetically, etherically on the circling the grid, or like on the outside of it, kind of surrounding it. We invite now to come be with us any light workers, energy workers, healers that are doing this work wherever they are in the world, whatever dimension they're from, that they are doing this work at this time. Come be with us now. And I'm presencing the question from the Matt Kahn phrase of what did I do right? What are we doing right? What is human being doing right? What is the planet doing right now? What can we send our energy to? Where energy flows, where our attention goes, energy flows. What can we send our attention to now that we want to expand? There's nothing to fix, there's nothing wrong. There's nowhere to go and everywhere to be. So what I'm present to is the energy of healed. It is already done, it is already so. What we've done right in the past and we've done right in the present is healed, healing, healed. Anyone else that's getting anything now would like to speak up? Please feel free.
Valerie, are you there? I'm going to ask you, can you see something? My energy is really flat, like something's laying on me. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but I can't connect with any of my normal things, which is very unusual for me. So is there something funky going on impacting the group? It's not like an entity, but there's something funky going on. And maybe I just need to rest tonight. I don't know, but I'm curious. Sylvia, Valerie, you guys usually see the most into my world. And I don't know if anybody else is feeling it too.
I can't describe what I'm feeling because it's not going to be happy for you guys. It's weird. But I'm just having a flashback right now. So happened when we said smell around the environment while you were playing George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars. Because I kind of years ago went to see them, walked in 5 minutes later, seeing spots, walked out, dropped, and then my blood sugar dropped right when my whole body cramped up from toes to my cheeks and my face. So I've got to get that out of my nose. And then I'll be okay.
All right, you do what you need to do. Is anyone else picking up on what I'm like? I feel like there's a wet blanket all over me.
Yeah, there's the energy's off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
It's
All
really-
right, let's see if we can address it and clear it so we can do something tonight.
Paul,
Or
are
there
you
might
picking up
be-
to anything emotionally, or Janice, are you picking up to anything emotionally?
I just feel a heaviness in my chest,
Yeah,
kind of like an elephant sitting on it.
yeah, I literally feel like there's a gigantic wet blanket on me. And usually my body's going, and I'm connected with everybody and I'm bringing everybody in. It's nothing. I can't even connect with like John. I've got no connection whatsoever. And I've never had before. So there's something going on.
I just walked outside and I feel it absolutely like a wet blanket over the entire sky. And the whole area feels like about to get impacted by some weather system that feels very heavy. So maybe that's part of it. I felt it when I was inside, but I feel it a lot more that I'm outside now. And looking at the sky, there's some weather system coming in. But it does have an energy that feels very constricted or dampening or yeah, heavy.
I mean, could it be as simple as we were about to start a conversation about what's right and acknowledgement, and they're trying to stop it?
I don't know. I literally have nothing. And if I ask, is it a lower frequency entity impacting my space? No.
Sylvia,
Yeah.
let me ask you, do you feel that if we all said something that's going right, would it help to clear it?
50%.
Okay. Why don't we start with that one by one? Jules, you call out who, and we say something that's gone right.
Okay. Can I start with you, Sylvia?
Or if somebody has something, just jump in.
Yeah.
Great, I got something going right.
Yeah.
Great.
I am eating the most amazing shrimp appetizer that's been cooked in some kind of crazy toasted coconut and some jalapeno peppers that have been hand marinated in their own brine, and pineapple to sweeten it all up. And my mouth is having like a happy orgasm of flavors. And that's all simultaneously happening right now. I just thought you might want to know that.
And I just had a bite of it, so you guys can enjoy it with us. Mm.
Well, mine's not that good, but I had a really good job and my customers were very happy.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I had a lovely day today with about, I don't know, 8 or 9 healers. Did a beautiful aroma touch. Opened Gina Kegel up for light language. Woohoo! That was awesome. Had a group thing. That was beautiful. I had a beautiful day, which is I'm like, what's happening? I had an absolutely beautiful, perfect day.
For me, a couple of things. My computer was not coming on. My computer screen was not coming on, and I took it to an Apple repair place, and it came on. It worked for them. But what I did differently was I played frequencies over it to like clear any interference, and I did the tuning forks with it and all of that. And then also, like, I had a really great conversation with Eric tonight, as we're learning to, as a couple, navigate the extreme changes and upgrades and energy shifts and all that we're experiencing, individually and then as a couple as well. So that was right, you know, like to be able to have the space to have that conversation between us in a loving way, which is good.
Anybody else?
Well, I attended Sandy's event and it was absolutely awesome.
Whee!
And then drove to IKEA and picked up curtain rods for my office. And I'm here. So it's been an awesome day.
Yeah, you're a little dark.
I need to turn on a light.
Valerie, if you can tune in, John said, I asked him if there were a couple of things like we could do, and like there's nothing that I can do, but there's something definite going on above, but he can tell you a little bit so that we can navigate through this if you have your ears on. But whoever has something good, please chime in. Keep chiming in.
Oh, I had a great day.
What?
Thanks. Hi, you guys. I've been missing you. And I had a great day with about 12 3-year-olds in my school. And I got to share my gift of dance and movement that they ate up like a big chocolate cookie and enjoyed so thoroughly. And I enjoyed watching and dancing and moving with them. And it just felt so innocent and young and joyous and happy in my heart.
Beautiful.
That was
Jennifer,
great.
how are you today? Give us something good. Tell me something good.
Tell me
Well,
something good.
my day's been good. My IKEA, speaking of IKEA, my shelving came in, my drawers. So I redid my garage. So I have shelving and closets in there now. And all my stuff came in today. So I'm super excited. And my dogs, they're hanging out with us. Just
Oh, so
Aw.
cute.
soaking up all the good vibes. Here's my other one. Oh. Hi, Lou.
So lots of productive, fun now moments. That's all good stuff.
Christina,
Yeah.
share something good.
Oh, well, my yesterday was my birthday.
Happy
And
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And so I was able on Sunday, I was able to go to two of my favorite crystal shops. And I bought some crystals. I bought a new Oracle deck. And then on Tuesday, we got a small little cake. So I get to do a happy birthday with the cake. And then yesterday I had lobster for dinner. I love lobster. So I had a great birthday week.
Good.
Sylvia, bring us on home. Give us something good.
So I had a great dinner last night with a good friend. He's a client that I've known for a year, and just able to talk about all my crazy world, and he gets it, and it's just so nice to have social time with the kindred.
Beautiful.
My abilities are getting stronger. I'm able to clear entities just energetically. I cleared my mom the other day, and she was just amazed. I'm like, yay.
Beautiful.
So
Valerie,
Sylvia, you're starting to feel the new stuff come in,
Yeah.
new powers. By the way, on your left shoulder, right behind you, the Syrian wants to put their hand on you,
Okay.
and it might help us level up a little bit more.
Oh, good. Absolutely. Please do. You have my permission.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, Sylvia, how are you feeling? Are we, because I've got about 55-60%. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Everything's feeling a little lighter. I don't know if all of you are feeling lighter. Feeling a
Feel
little bit
tingling
of
sensation.
coolness from the top going down, warm from the heart going to your feet.
Yes, I felt that.
Jennifer, are you starting to see any lights? Any colors?
I was seeing a lot earlier. Now that I have to tap back in now, so let me go back in and check some out.
Please tap back in. Paul, you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'd
pull
like
some
to-
emotions for us today on
Yeah,
what we should feel.
I've been clearing some from the collective, but I'd kind of like to call on Archangel Jophiel. She seems to be very good at raising our vibration, and hopefully for the collective as well. So if Archangel Jophiel will assist us here now, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, I think that will help. Jennifer, what are you about to see?
I'm just seeing a bunch of dark
Okay, we gotta
black
clear
with
that time.
red.
That's what I was worried.
It's
Okay.
like, it's not clear again.
No, I'll share. I'll be the anchor and share what's happened. I've been doing calls every day so far, either the JNS tour or our collective. But positively beyond that, Rihanna keeps saying what everybody's gonna get or not get. I tutor for a university, and I was able to take over 15 people actually in a group and clear their energy while getting them to relax and believe in themselves.
that's
Now all of them are actually going to be able to complete their course in 10 weeks and graduate either with a bachelor's or a master's.
That's awesome.
So I did that and settled their anxiety in the background while talking to them.
Wow.
So I think that's going to help start clearing the light. And I think the person who is, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name right now. You were leading us, pink hair.
Sherry.
great.
Sherry, get us to rebreathe 3 times slowly, please.
Absolutely. I'd love to fulfill that request. Take a moment to settle yourself in the seat that you're in. And prepare yourself to draw in a nice deep breath, holding it at the top for 3 seconds before exhaling slowly. And my pace of breath is taking its 3rd inhale. Wherever you are in the journey is perfectly perfect. And if this is your last exhale, do so letting all of the air that you can out of your chest, out of your stomach. Hold it for 2 seconds and then draw breath back in.
All the angels should be helping you pull what we need to think of for the emotion now.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. Yeah.
So Eric just brought into the room, and I'm introducing into the space the frequency of Bulgarian rose. Super clean, super clear, super, super, super high vibe. it's weird. I'm kind of sensing that like we're not supposed to work tonight. It's not supposed to be work.
There's something, yeah, something different tonight. Like
It's, John says it's not work like we've been doing work. It's now praising ourselves for where we're at.
Right.
We all need to acknowledge where we're at, what we've done, and like give ourselves and each other virtual pats on the back. That this is kind of more of a let out further anxiety, but take in appreciation and acknowledgement that we are doing good. Paul, what did you pull for an emotion card since the angel came down?
I actually, what I got was heartache, but it was inherited. It was like heartache that's gone up and down our family trees. And you know, the interesting thing when you say pull a card, the card I pulled for today this morning was the victory card. This kind of goes along with what you were just talking about, that we're not working, but we're more or less acknowledging, you know. So I find that pretty cool. That we have had some victories and we are doing well. So.
And if I think, Jules, if you could pull a smell to help us relieve the heartache in our trees, so we could celebrate victory.
I just had pulled one in my hand and was just about to do it. So this is anew. It is purification and peace. And getting that part of this tonight is acknowledging not just what we've done or where we are, but the world around us. Like if you think about all that we've done since we first started this in mid-August, just this collective.
You know,
And-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go for it. No, go.
I'm seeing basically what I was a little confused at first because it looked a little dark and bad, but now I'm getting the symbolism of it. It's like, you know, before the sun rises, that image where it's dark, but you see the little bit of light at the bottom before it starts to grow. It's like, and then the words, it's always darkest before the dawn come in. So that's what I'm getting right now.
Sylvia, do you think we can call in some more of our Syrian counterparts and just kind of bask for a minute and just enjoy the glow? Poor thing, she popped out. She probably went to go to the bathroom or something, and I'm calling on her. I'm going to call in the Syrians. All right, let me know when you feel their energy kind of descend upon you. It'll just feel blissful. Thank you.
So I'm feeling like the combination of when we went to that awards ceremony, acknowledgement ceremony with the Federation and the liquid crystal of like I see them all like like this surrounding us, like
Yeah.
praise, just praise. And then I'm also seeing that one journey that we went on a long time ago where it was just about us playing. We were splashing in the water and the dragons were like, you know, swirling around us and dipping in the water as well. Like it was just this, that's one of the highest vibrations, the frequency of joy, the frequency of love. Super high. Gratitude, super high.
Julie, I just want to let you know, Sylvia popped out. So if you can just watch it, she tries to pop back in. So, yep.
Backing
I'm
on the
seeing-
back. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now I'm seeing there's like sparklets of like red garnet, rubies, a little bit of gold flashing, flickering.
Jules, with what you said, we need to bring in our inner children our inner childs to come and play, to celebrate.
Awesome.
So what I'm getting is it's a very slow, controlled, deliberate infinity sign. It's beautiful. And I'm wondering if I was misinterpreting like the heavy energy on me. Like it felt like a wet blanket, but what I'm hearing is, what if it's just a giant hug? You know, and it's like, can you just receive that energy in a different way? And I was like, what is that? And I've had a theme all week, right, of receiving, whether it's compliments or somebody telling me I'm pretty. I'm like, what? I don't need that. Tell me what I got to do, right? And they're like, can you just like receive happy words? Can you just receive love? And so I'm just going to ask if we look at that energy a little bit differently. Like, I understand there's different weather things, but you know, maybe just me personally, maybe I was misinterpreting that heaviness. And I was asking, I'm like, I'm ready to work. Can I work? And they're like, no, just lay there. Right. And like this, maybe I was just misinterpreting it. Right. And John's like, there's nothing you can do. Just lay there and just feel the energy, you know? And I'm like, what do I need to do? And he's like, just lay there. You know, so maybe I'm misinterpreting.
Maybe we need to recharge each other because we got something good coming up.
Yeah. And so many of you have been on the calls. Like I've been doing this every single day, sometimes twice a day. I'm tired, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So do we want to go round robin one person at a time and we just send energy to that person and then go to the next person, send energy to that person? Yeah, Sherry?
I just really want to acknowledge Sandy. I'm hearing that you're tired.
Yeah.
And I wanted to witness you in feeling that way.
Thank you.
I see you as putting in the work, and maybe it's your turn to receive.
Well, I'm going to lay down and receive then.
What do I want to do? So I'm going to do a frequency. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to bring out the love wand, yo. Bring out the love wand. You guys don't have to watch me. People can talk, whatever you want to do.
Jules, you have a very 1940s glamorous look tonight. 20s, something like that.
Yeah, that was my last lifetime, was that that era. It comes out sometimes.
It's coming out.
So I can't see a grid. They do have a grid over me. I'm curious if it's over the entire group. I get a yes to that. So maybe tap into the grid. I'm definitely in recharge mode. They're like, I have no juice left. So I'm just gonna lay here and receive. And so, yeah, I'm just curious what you guys are experiencing. Like, I almost get like confused, you know, like, what? I'm not working. I just receive. And
what I feel like is our auras need to be recharged. They're dull. There's a lot of dullness or something in our auras, and we need to recharge them, re-strengthen them.
So I'm hearing, okay, what assets can you pull to assist you? You don't have to do it yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how can we all work together and pull in the different resources that we personally know of and share that resource with the group? Oh, I get a big yes on that one. So let's do a round robin and just, if everyone wants to, like Paul, I think you were dead on, man. Like, let's bring Jofiel in to help boost. And as soon as you did that, she connected with me and I'm like, oh, okay, there's my juice back. And then she's like, now just relax. So why don't we do that? Like, if we can share within the group, we'll all learn from each other. If we pull in one resource that we do, that we know to help the entire group and connect our energy so that we're all like recharging within one another, right? So whether it's crystal or whatever. So I'm going to lay here and just hear what y'all have to say. How's that?
So I'll start us off. Take a deep breath with me. Ideally, close your eyes. Imagine that before you there's a sacred place filled with emerald green light, and you hear a fountain. It sounds like a waterfall, like a beautiful woman singing sweetly, like a crystal bowl being sounded, and birds singing. You see or sense the fountain and allow yourself to approach it, realizing you're in a very special place of great power and love. The heart chakra of Divine Mother, Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to bathe and drink in this fountain with respect and gratitude. Like the liquid crystal, you can bathe in it, you can drink it, wash yourself with it, pour it over yourself, scoop it up in your hand, splash around in it. You can also send it to others. Who in your mind's eye do you want to share this energy of unconditional love and the heart chakra of Kuan Yin? Let yourself absorb it. Take it in. Allow it to fortify you. Allow it to fill you up. Allow the intuitive sense of liquid crystal, of the emerald fountain, go in your body, in your physical body, in your 3D body, in your pain body, in your etheric body, in your spirit body. Allow it to go where it needs to go. Whatever part of you that is needing love and attention and compassion and caresses, let it go there now. Feel any emotion that is ready to leave, that no longer serves you, that is not for your highest good and intention. Feel it releasing now. And just simply be. When you're ready, return to your breath and your body. And as you move through the following days and weeks, be open to saying yes. Say yes with me now, yes.
Yes.
To
Yes.
allowing life to be easier, yes.
Yes.
To letting
Yes.
go of that which feels heavy or obstructing, and
Yes.
having utter faith in your process, yes.
Yes.
Divine Kuan Yin, beloved goddess that loves us unconditionally, you have our blessing and permission to assist us with divine energy that is for our highest good in all areas of our life now. We kneel at your sacred fountain of love, light, and divine assistance now. We drink from your heart that which fills our soul. We gratefully receive, we accept and receive, we affirm and receive, we allow and receive your unconditionally loving help. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Yes.
Beautiful. So one cool thing to do in the interdimensional realms, there's an interdimensional healing spa. Did you guys know that?
Mm-mm.
So John, new people, just bear with me on this whole John thing. So John often takes me to the interdimensional spa, and they work on you with, I mean, it's interdimensional, so it's crystal beds and stuff like that. So as soon as we said, let's go around the room and do whatever, John immediately took my astral body up there for a recharging. And I asked him, I said, is this something we can share with everybody? And he's like, yes. And I asked him if he would speak through Valerie. He has to be like the tightest connection with Valerie right now. So Valerie, is he saying anything to you? Can you guide us to the interdimensional spa? And so normally I would have everybody go in the Merkaba and I would take you there. I don't have the juice to even do it. He's like, you don't have the juice.
You said you're not supposed to. Mm-mm.
You can't go to the spa.
We can go to the spot, but you can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. He's like, you can't do it.
But he told me that I'm going to talk Jennifer through it.
Thank you, baby.
Ah,
Jennifer's going to take us on a light ride.
perfect.
You ready, Jennifer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I need you to center yourself and get ready.
And is everybody else coming along too? Or is this-
Everybody's coming along because
Okay.
all of you are connected at this moment. Just keep your eyes closed. Jennifer, he said to feel healing, that the healing light that you see, and it's going to become a tunnel, will lead us to the healing beds in the universe. And if you have to ground yourself if one of the dogs is near you, just keep your hand on the dog. And don't be afraid of what you're about to see, Jennifer.
Okay.
And things are going to fall away. And the colors are going to come about. And everybody else, you'll feel your body changes in the smell and in the feeling. You'll either feel cold to hot or cold to medium. You'll feel better when we get there and you've been there for a few minutes. So what are you seeing, Jennifer?
Right now, I'm not seeing much. Just more of like a vast space.
Okay, I need you to concentrate on your breath. Use your love and your heart to expand your mind. And I want you to think about healing, how it feels good to go from bad or harmed or hurt to all of a sudden that journey to when you all of a sudden could just get up and go. Nothing stops you. You've got that balance in your step. So you go from that grayish, blackish gray, then you should go to like a brown, and then a lighter brown, an orange, are you seeing that yet?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go from orange to yellow. And the light's moving a little faster, correct? It's like you're on a conveyor walkway at the airport, so you're moving a little faster. Now we're going to jump, and you should start seeing the flashes of purple and amethyst. Tell me when you see it.
I see the amethyst.
Good. That's really good. Everybody just keep breathing in and out. Now, Jennifer, I'm going to push you a little. We're going to go from amethyst. I'm going to push you into blue, but it's a light blue. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to push you into turquoise, like the turquoise water. You can feel me. I've got my hands on your back. You should feel comfortable. They're at your shoulder blades. Now we're going to jump to pink. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
And tell me when everything flashes white.
I see white.
And then we're going to go to gold outline of the white and we'll be in the room. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Put your hand out, your right hand, and open the door. You're going to be the key tonight. Open the door to the healing room.
I opened the door.
All right, everybody. Jennifer's going to invite you in. Start inviting people in, Jennifer.
Everyone, I invite you into this warm, loving, white, light, bright space. Step in, feel the love surround you as you cross the threshold in. Swirling energy envelops you as you walk further inside. It's very familiar, loving space, like your grandmother or your mother holding you when you were a child. And if you can't imagine that, imagine someone that you loved in your life wrapping their arms around you and making you feel completely safe and supported. If you have to release any emotions, it's okay. Let them go. As you look around the room, you'll see everybody there with you. Everybody you love, everybody you care about, from your past, from your future, from the present, people from your ancestral line that you don't even know except from through your DNA. They're all there, loving, holding the space of compassion. As you look around the room farther, you see just crystals of green and pink and white and gold covering the walls, filling the space, releasing their energy, releasing their love, their light, their fearlessness, their knowledge, their wisdom. They're enveloping your body. Let the feelings flow through you. Open up the back of your heart. Release the latch. Let all the energy flow through your heart, filling your space up completely until it flows out from every pore, out of your toes, out of your fingertips, out of your crown, out of your third eye, out of your heart chakra. Feel the energy start from the crown, filling you down up as it goes down all your chakras, releasing through the soles of your feet, going all the way down to the core of the earth, where the magnet is and all the crystals in the center of the earth. Grab all the knowledge and the goodness that you can, fill them up in your heart, fill it up in a big ball in front of your chest and hold it. Come back up from the core of the earth, starting from the soles of your feet, going through your ankles, your knees, your hips, your root chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, back up to Father up in heaven, to the universe. Let it expand all around you, filling every inch of the space you're in, healing you 100% inside and out, all the past traumas, washing away your ancestors, releasing the pain with a big sigh of relief and gratitude. that you are here in this moment to partake in this experience that heals past, future, and now. All is one. Take a deep breath in, release it slowly. Look around the room. See all the faces around you. Experience all the hugs, all the good energy flowing through you. And when you're ready, you can just be in the space.
Paul, this was from the card that you pulled earlier. This is where we had to be to release all the pain of our ancestors. I couldn't say anything until we saw if Jennifer could see it, and she did. So you two were connected today to release that. I am being encouraged, and I'm going to start with Christina. Release your fears in this room, including your fear of water and things in the water. Those little creatures in the water want to talk to you.
Everyone is
Sandy?
safe.
Oh, yeah. And Sandy, John said that if you're not careful, he's going to pull you out of the body that's laying on the crystals and make it into a puppet and make us all laugh.
I'm late. Girl. Behavior.
Yep. When Jennifer tells us that it's time to return, I'm going to take you guys through a fast return. You're going to tap on your third eye while taking a deep breath in and tap it 3 times. And on the third time, you're going to exhale and you will be back to this reality. Jennifer, you're the key to tell us when to do it.
I feel like there's just a little more releasing. There's some pain, anxiety from maybe not even you. Maybe it's a past feeling or ancestor. Just one more big breath in, filling your whole body with the pink and the green crystal energy, filling the space with the white and gold crystal light energy. Breathe the air back out, releasing anything negative that might still be fearful attached inside of you. Anything based in fear, let it go. 100% release it. Thank the space that you were in right now. Thank the universe and God for providing us with this healing
Thank John
place.
for getting us there. Thanks,
Thank
John.
John for getting us here, being the vessel that could take us, and pulling that card of knowledge. Everyone, now we can leave the room, step back. I'm opening the door back out to reality. Everyone can step back out knowing that they're safe, they're supported. They've done what they needed to do. You can always go back in that space if you ever need to heal. But know that you can release and walk out now. I feel good. A lot of emotions, but how do you feel,
Good,
Christine? You feel
really
good?
good. Yeah.
Good. Good. It was a birthday release. You're starting a new year. Shedding
Yes.
all that.
Yes, a new
So
start.
now you're challenged, Christina. Go to the ocean
Challenge?
and put your foot out there in the water.
That's true. That's true. I haven't been putting my foot in the water. But I
Okay,
should.
Paul, did you notice that you now have the gift to pull what's going to happen for the day?
Oh, for cards, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, no, For the group, are you
Yep.
saying, or?
You have that gift now.
Great. Happy
If you
to.
pull 2 cards like you did tonight or today, you'll pull what the group needs.
Okay.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
your gift is you need to start exactly what we did tonight. Go through your heart, think of the emotion you need to connect with, and go through the light spectrum, and you will get there.
Okay.
You'll eventually be able to do it with other people.
Okay.
Sandy's gift was the daytime. Christina, you know, your gift is to get over your fear, but they said to take it in baby steps.
Yes. I agree with you, Valerie.
Janice, they told me to tell you you need more color in your life. That, and they didn't mean like color in the room, but color in letting different colored lights in. Sherry, they want to grant you more serenity because sometimes you feel like you're scattered and you don't know enough. And they said if you would just give yourself serenity, more will come to you. Vicky, they said that you've got more work to do and you'll be fine. And Jules, they said to step it up. You got another gift coming beyond the harmonics.
Thank you. And Shannon just joined us. She was like, at the end, I was like, we're still on. Just come join us at the end. You were with us the whole time anyway.
Oh, I know I was. I don't know what happened. I got stuck in a time loop, and then Gabriel said, because you weren't supposed to be on, you were supposed to do it remotely,
Ah.
which is so weird because I've been feeling weird all day. And I think that it almost feels like I've been tired. It feels like my higher self has been working and my body has just been kind of existing today.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it seems to be the collective with everyone. We needed a rest day, recharge, regroup.
And there's so many people on. It's awesome.
Yeah. A couple
And Sylvia, we lost Sylvia. I don't know if she, like, something happened or.
So she had to
She
go real
left,
quick.
she left a message.
Yeah,
She left a
had to
message.
hop off.
Mhm.
So,
I'm curious, did you guys feel anything? Could you see the room? Like, I go there all the time. So that's like a thing. He takes me there all the time. Could you experience it? Like, Paul, could you see anything? We've been working on Paul's third eye. Could you feel?
I could feel different sensations. I went through a massive, whenever I move energy, either I don't know, I don't fully understand it, but with me, when I'm really grounding or energy's moving, I go through a ton of yawns. And so for me, when we were going up there, I went through a ton of yawns, and then a lot of tears. And I just imagined that I was around a lot of my ancestors and a good number of ascended masters and angelic beings. And it was just a really good feeling being there.
Beautiful. That's so awesome. I
Yeah.
love that. So this is another tool. And I was talking to John the other day and said, can we take people to the interdimensional spa? And he's like, yeah, and so it's funny that that's what we ended up doing tonight. So that's pretty, we merged a little JNS tour in on you, but yeah, I got no juice. He's like, you're useless, just lay there.
I'm hearing too, in order to get there in a very powerful way, scattering the mind first helps to clear it to get there. Now, I'm not sure 100% what that all means, but like you have to like confuse the 3D senses in order to push through to get sometimes to the higher dimensions, because your 3D self tries to fight all those passageways or something like that, because it's not logical for the brain or something like that to go there for a lot of people. So I was told, like, if you can scatter your brain in like a confuse it in a way that it just kind of gives up and lets you go there, which I don't know how people can do that, but
Yeah, does anybody have any ideas? I usually get carried in like after a big battle or something.
oh, really? Interesting.
I have like, my own little area, like a warriors that just got beat up. Like there's a special zone.
Interesting.
so,
Okay.
so I'm getting a couple of things. Oh, sorry. No, go. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you complete?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So first of all, I wanted to acknowledge you, Jennifer, and you, Valerie, for fulfilling on this card of how are you being called to step up and lead, and how can you be the leader you wish you had. Beautiful job, both of you. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank
And to answer your question, Jennifer, part of what I was getting is like once you've been there, it's like working with the liquid crystal. Once you've worked with the liquid crystal, you have it right there. You remember what that is. You have access to it. So it's the same with that it's like all it is a setting the intention to be there,
Okay,
and you're there.
gotcha.
And then something came up for me as well, about matching the frequency of it. So that was something that I saw on my very first JNS tour, of like, that's how the liquid crystal works as well, is like the healing is available to us when we match the frequency of whatever that is. So I
Gotcha.
feel like the entrance to going in the door of the healing, of the astral healing space is to be the frequency of that.
I understand.
And how do you do that? I don't have an answer for that, but I think the two are entwined, of like just declaring like I am the frequency of it. For me, I was surrounded by just that was like fluffy, like it was very fluffy.
I had fluffy too, like inside the fluffy was all this stuff, but like the outer realm of it was like a soft cloud, you know?
And then at one point I saw, so I've had this experience a couple times before, but I think it's predominantly been on a ship. But I was holding this smoky citrine in my hand, and I felt this like slab of citrine, of like smoky citrine, but it was like it was changing colors that I was laying on while I was being worked on.
Interesting.
And yeah, no, it was really cool. It was very, very cool.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
I just want to echo what Jules said. It's interesting. So Valerie, you totally took lead on that. Jennifer, you had your part. Paul, you had your part, right? And so I'm cashed out. Jules did a great job, but Shannon was just like, did I miss the call? Like, was I supposed to be there? And so sometimes you just need like some other people to get out of the way for other people to rise up. And so tonight it was all about stepping up into your gifts, right? It was beautiful.
No, I think you're right. I'm getting that too, where it's like the people that are always pushing us all to go and do this had to take a break, and the rest of us kind of needed to step up and prove not ourselves or whatever, but just empower ourselves by doing it and seeing like, okay, I can do it,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like we were getting rid of our fears, so that was a good like exercise. And releasing fear of being like, for me, I have a fear of taking charge like that spiritually, because I don't know really if I'm powerful or not in any of these ways. So I just like to be more of like in the group. I don't like to necessarily lead. So it's good to make me do that kind of stuff,
Well, you did a beautiful job. That was awesome.
Thank you.
What's amazing too is that I think that we were asked to kind of subconsciously we were asked to step out of the way. And I said this in the beginning, there isn't a leader here. This is a collective, right? And even though you have facilitators, this is a collective. So there isn't a leader. So the fact that you guys could step up and be the leaders that you are in this collective is exactly what we needed in the first place. So definitely the divine energy knew what it was doing.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't say it as eloquently as you.
I'd like to know what Sherry and Janice felt. What did you feel?
Yeah. So I just, okay, yeah. So Sherry, if she wants to share, and then I'm kind of winding it up because it is 7:17 and I have dinner waiting for me.
Sherry, goodness, I won't take up time here in this closing circle, but it's been a real pleasure. to watch.
They're all different. This was totally different than
This
normal.
was very
Normally
different.
we're working.
It's
Normally we're like-
interesting that the part of me that likes to tell stories and think that I have influence over others, that part of my ego was like, oh, you did it, Sherry, it's your fault. And it's just so interesting to observe the first story my brain will tell myself. And I'll be like, okay, oh, and then I buy it. And I'm like, oh shit, girl, should you leave the call? You know? And then to just laugh at it and go like, is it true? Like, really? You know, could that actually be what's happening? Get over yourself. So it's just fascinating that, you know, that's a takeaway for me tonight, a gift that you've all given me as an opportunity to look at myself with an observer lens and kind of poke a bit of fun at the stories my brain tells me. So thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that.
And thank you for leading the grounding and the meditation in the beginning.
Janice, what's on for you over there? How are you doing?
I'm great. It's like I'm petty. Okay, that's a good way to describe it. I just felt a lot of love, a lot of release fear, because I always want to remain in the background and not step up and be that leader because there's so much self-doubt and fear. What if I do it wrong? What if ifs? And so, you know, the message I got when I was in the room was to release the self-doubt and the fear that I am worthy.
Beautiful.
Hey, Vicky, bring us home. What did you feel?
Oh, I dozed off a little. Sorry.
You needed it.
I was,
That's okay.
I was,
You needed rest.
yeah, beautifully held up in that the healing place that we went to. Just a wider consciousness of, like, I was in a big space internally and started really to feel the energies of the crystals and the colors, and got very sparkly and light. And I some things came up that I know to release, that there's ancestral things that are trying to work through me, and I could feel them come up for a little more work, like you said. So that was made really clear, and it was very
Beautiful.
Right.
Some of you guys know Edward Phillip. He's been on a few tours with us. His, however you want to look at it, higher self, astral self, works in the interdimensional healing spa. And so we had a really cool experience with him once. He's like, I work there. Like, we went there. He's like, I'm there all the time. I'm a facilitator. Wow. So it like, I love like finding out like how we got connected 3D, and then, okay, let's take it a step further. How are we connected up there? Right? Because our guides and our teams, they're so busy pulling us together. Right. And, you know, so our soul groups overlap like little Venn diagrams. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And so discovering who's doing what and where and how, it's like really cool. So I hope this interdimensional healing space is a resource for you guys to tap into.
Yeah.
You might see me in there. I'm in there a lot. But yeah, and you might experience it a little differently than other people, but it's just another tool in your toolbox. So that's a big thing when we do the JNS tours, is giving you new tools, new resources, whatever. And Valerie, I love that you were able to deliver messages on things for everybody, because we don't normally get that. But the last few tours, it's like we've been rewarded for the work we're doing here, right? And so I got into, I don't know, like a dagger or something the other day, and it's just cool, right? Because we do expend a lot of energy, and it's work. This is work, right? And it's not like we get a paycheck, you get a spiritual paycheck. And so it's when we get these paybacks, and maybe it's a tool or resource you can use with your clients or your family or whatever, or just for better well-being and health, right? So that's how That's how we get paid. So we just had a little spa day. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Two things I'd love to say to the spa day toolkit. Like my number one thing in my spa day toolkit is to get a saltwater deprivation, sensory deprivation float tank session.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to like give my love in that direction. It's my space pod. My deepest form of meditation happens while I'm lying naked in equilibrium, held by 1,000 pounds of salt in complete isolation and darkness.
Yeah, I get in there and it's
Me too. I'm right there.
I'm gone together.
I just wondered if that was something more common in this circle than in my
Oh,
peer group. I'm a weirdo, and so
Oh, girl, you fit right in here. When I go to the,
For me, 100%.
Seattle,
Yep.
yeah, there's a place in Huntington Beach, and every time I go there, I see somebody I know, and the owner, Maria, she's like, "Oh, I met another friend of yours." So Shannon, I know you and Jerry go there, right?
All the time.
So, yeah,
Great.
so I know everybody at the float spa. So you're in good company here, and
Great.
if that's something this tribe offers to you, is that you're not a weirdo, right? Then that's a big thumbs up. Yeah,
You
First
just
time I-
reminded me I want to try that.
it's amazing.
Yeah, the first time I ever did a float was with Sandy
Oh,
at the Float Seattle
That was
in Greenwood.
I've been a member there for 6 years.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna go book one.
a great place. All right, so
Okay.
it's 7:25.
Yes.
So really go eat your dinner, you guys. It's always different. We never know what's going to happen. So this was a recharge, which we've all
Yeah.
been working hard. So thank you to each and every one of you that joined the call and for your piece. This was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Shannon,
guys.
glad
Thank you.
last second.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Yep.
Night, everyone.
Don't miss it.
Ciao. Shannon, you were in the healing interdimensional healing spa, by the way. I saw
Oh,
you.
I
Yeah.
know I was something. I just know that I wasn't consciously aware.
Right. You were there.
I was totally checked out. I'm gonna tell you, I checked out completely. My brain was gone. So I might have actually, what do they call that? Astral traveled there.
Yeah. You probably did because you were there.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm gonna go enjoy.
Thank you. Enjoy your dinner. Lots
Thank-
of love to you.
And to
Bye.
you. Good night.